Hi all, Elaine here from MRE Studio Designs, and today we're going to be working on a bracelet. So what I have here are some 18 karat gold Sculpey Primo. I covered a soda can with some aluminum foil for my template. I have some dotting tools, brush tool, and needle tool, your tissue blade, craft knife, rolling pin, and I have here a template for the size of the bracelet. Now, I don't know if I'm going to add more to it or not, but I'm going to start using that just to begin with. And I have a few stones here that I made that I'm going to use, and we're going to get started. So let me roll out the gold, and I will be right back. So here we have the 18 karat gold rolled out on a number 2 on my pasta machine. And we are going to make the template. So we're going to press this down real good. And I did it on a number 2 because I'm probably going to wind up putting a backing on it. And I don't know how much I'm going to put on the front of it. So I don't want to be overly thick, but I want it to be able to hold its shape. So here we have this. Let's get this up. And we're going to clean up the edges. Okay. And we're going to take our can and place this over it so we can get a better idea of what we're looking at. Okay. So now that we can see better, we'll take our knife and once I get done with this side, we'll do the same thing on the other side. And at this point, you need to decide whether you want your two end pieces to be squared off like this, or if you want them rounded. Now, I do want them a little bit rounded, so I'm just going to make a little curve here. Like that. Clean up this edges. And do the same thing on the other side. And you can use a half circle mold for this or a cutter for this. I'm just going to do it freehand. There we go. This is going to go in the oven for 30 minutes at 275, which is the recommended temperature and time for the Sculpey Primo. And when it comes out, we're going to begin to decorate it. So we will be right back. Okay, so our template is out of the oven, and I'm going to leave it on the can right now for a while. And what I want to do is I want to make a centerpiece for it. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of paper, and I'm going to use this as my center stone. So I drew a outline of the piece and made a kind of a template for what I want the centerpiece to look like. So I'm going to put this on here. And I'm going to cut around it. And I'm going to clean it up as best as I can. Okay. So there we are. Going to round down the edges a little bit. There we go. Now, so this is going to go in the center here. And we're going to want to texture that a little bit. So we're going to take our little wire brush and we're going to start texturing. I just wanted to give it a little bit of a brushed look. Take a brush, get the little crumbs out of the way. Now, while we were off camera, I also took my extruder and I made some snakes here, 2 different sizes, and we're going to see how to attach this onto our centerpiece. I don't know if I want to have it a plain cord around it. Yeah, I think I do. All right, so let's put a little bacon bond on here. And center that. And then we're going to take one of our little fat cords and go around the outside. And put these 2 together, just like that. So we're going to determine the center of our piece, which is going to be right here. And we're going to put some bacon bond on there because, again, we're dealing with raw clay and baked clay. Make sure everything sticks well. And then we're going to pick up this piece. And put it right in the center here. Bring that down, just like that. So that's going to be the center of our bracelet. And we're going to put this back in the oven for half an hour, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we have our center stone all set. Now we're going to do our side stones. And so we're going to add some bacon bond right about there. And I think we're going to do this way. Cool. Use this to prop it up. Okay, so because this bracelet is curved and this is straight, we need to give it a little bit of filler. So underneath the bottom part, we're just going to put a little string to kind of fill that gap in. Just like that. Let's see how this works. Put a little bacon bond on it. Let's see how that comes out. So you see we put a little bit of a padding underneath it, if you could see that. And now we can put a twisted piece there. There we go. And now we can cut that this way. And then bring that around this way. And cut that one this way. And bring it around like so. There we go. Cool. See? Okay. Now, see if we can't do the same thing on the other side. We're going to twist them. And do it again. So, there we go. Okay, so we have our two side pieces on now, and we're going to put this back in the oven again for half an hour at 275 for 30 minutes, and I will be right back. Here's our bracelet out of the oven, and it is quite thin and very flexible, so what we need to do now is put a backing on it before we go any further so it doesn't break on us. So I've got a piece of the 18 karat gold here, and we're going to just put that behind here and see if it fits, and it does. So what we need to do is put some bacon bond on the inside of this. And spread it all around. And we're going to take this and put it on the inside. Just like that. I'm going to press it all down. And then we're going to trim off the excess. do this side. There we go. So bring this up so it's blended well. Okay, and we're going to continue smoothing the edges until we're satisfied. And then we're going to put this in the oven for another half hour. I know this is a lot of baking for this one, but it'll be worth it. And then we will be right back. So here is our bracelet out of the oven, completely finished and backing on the inside. It's a simple one, not too fancy, but it fits really nice. It's like that. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Thank you.